Hey guys, Iceman here, and this is my cute little sorc, who I've been working on for some time on this ladder. Now, as a lot of you guys probably know, the ladder reset is going to hit, man, on the 15th of this month. That's a week and one bloody day away. So a lot of us are very excited for this endeavor of starting new, starting afresh again. There's nothing like running through the den of evil with a club in hand, beating the shit out of hordes of demons, man. It's true. It's a good time, starting over and such. I mean, right now, a lot of us who are on ladder just have so much shit. We have a full account with characters, half of which might be mules, just filled to the brim, man. So starting afresh is nice, and I'm looking forward to it. And everything is very rewarding initially. You start finding the GG. Now, a lot of people are going Sorceress for ladder reset, and I have just recently been discovering the awesomeness of the cold sorc. So basically, what you do is you max out Blizzard, the synergies, and that's about it, man. And of course, you put 1 point into static, 1 point into teleport, and the prerequisites to those. And then the rest is cold, other than 1 point in warmth as well. Now here's what you do though from the start. When you're starting afresh, man, I would say the first point you put one in is warmth. And then you go straight to the cold skills, like level 2 and 3 and 4. You go Ice Bolt, and then you start pumping some up into this Ice Blast right here. So, but here's something that I don't think everyone does. But I think Daddy's going to do that this ladder, is pumping a lot into Glacial Spike in the early levels. Because once level 18 hits, you can use this. And if you pump some into Ice Blast, it's going to be synergized to some extent. Now once you're 18, you're most likely going to be in Act 2. And beat the hell out of everyone it requires in order to get to the frickin' Canyon of the Magi, dude. Because once you're here, you can do tomb runs. And the tome runs are going to be extremely popular when the ladder resets. Probably within the first 2 hours, people are going to be doing these tome runs like crazy. Now you do these from like level 16 to level 24. And once you hit 24, it's going to be a different game because you're going to then have to go through Act 3, but you're going to be prepared for it at 24. And with this Cold Sorceress, for example, you're going to have Blizzard at level 24. And that's really going to destroy a ton of shit, man. Blizzard is freaking OP. Like, this character isn't nowhere near, like, optimized for damage. And this Blizzard just destroys anything that moves that's not cold immune. And the good thing, though, is when you're doing these tome runs, say you're level 20 or whatever, and you're doing Glacial Spike, obviously it has crowd control to it. It freezes the enemies all the way. And not only that, but it does a decent amount of damage, especially early on. And it does splash damage as well. So you can hit several enemies at once with this stuff, man. So you're going to be doing these tome runs and pumping into your Glacial Spike until you get to Blizzard. Then you hit it Blizzard, you probably start maxing that. And then one into Cold Mastery once you hit level 30. And ideally, once you start getting into Hell, you might want to start pumping into Ice Blast because it does a ton of damage. And yeah, you're going to be one-shotting a lot of shit with Ice Blast, especially with your Cold Mastery pumped up some. Now the gear, well, once you get to Nightmare and Hell, you can start MF-ing Mephisto. You know what I mean? Start just doing a ton of Mephisto runs in Nightmare. Because you can get items like the Oculus, man, from Mephisto Nightmare. Skin of Viper Magi. And a couple other things that are very desired. And obviously you're going to probably want to go with the Spirit Sword before you find Aki, just because chances will have it you're going to come across a 4-socketed sword before you get Aki. And I think those 4-socketed swords can be found in cows in Hell mode. But of course, that's going to be a bitch to get to initially. The items that you're going to want to make, though, as soon as possible are Insight. You know, everybody knows this. Ralter Talsal. So save up those runes, man. And it doesn't matter what the hell you make it in as long as it's a 4-socketed pole arm. So remember, we're not going for damage right away. You just got to find a frickin' 4-socketed pole axe or whatever and make an Insight in that. And then you got your mana regeneration so you can teleport like crazy and do a bunch of boss runs. And then, of course, once you start being more optimal for Hell, you can do Hell and Dariel runs. And you're going to be able to find Shaco from her, man. And a bunch of other cool stuff. Mage Fist can be found early on. If you find one of these early on in the ladder, everyone's going to be jelly. Mage Fist rocks. You get mana regeneration, faster cast rate, and 1 to fire skills, which does include warmth, obviously. So it's nice to get that a little bump as well. But it's pretty basic from there. You got to make your spirit shield, obviously. Once you find a Monarch shield, you can just get it socketed by Larzok. You get 40s all the time. And with that, as long as it's a high enough level. So as long as you find it in Hell Cows and beyond, which I think is the only place it can fall anyway. But yeah, Act 1 Hell, got a Monarch, you can socket it at Larzok. It's going to get 4 sockets, man. So make your spirit shield. But the thing is, Blizzard just kicks ass. And with Blizzard, you can go to the few places in the game that have next to no cold immunes in them. One of which is over by Bloodraven. See, so you can start running this hell with absolute junk gear. In fact, it's not this way. Because like I said, even if it's not optimized, Blizzard's going to do a hell load of damage, man. Now, you go to the mausoleum, or whatnot, in the burial grounds. You'll see it. It's right past Bloodraven, right here. You go in there with shit gear, it doesn't matter. You got Blizzard as a skill, and Glacial Spike maybe for some crowd control. And you can just beat the hell out of everything. And this is a level 85 area. So the highest stuff in the game can fall here. Yeah, you could find Burr runes, Zod runes, Griffin's Eye, Death's Fathom. Dude, if you find a Death's Fathom, just hit up Iceman and let me know, and you will get props and shit, you know? I will say, good job, man, GG, and so forth. But yeah, that's the awesome part about this place. It's 85, there's next to no cold immunes. So if you're a cold sorceress, this is a place to go. To kick ass. It's not very dense with monsters, but it's pretty vast. And there's some chests in here and stuff, and there's always going to be a gold chest as well. See that? Oh shit, look at here. Wilhelm's Pride or something like that. Oh yeah, Daddy got it right. Dual Leech. And not a bad belt for a beginner. So that's a good place to go, man, if you're looking to start getting rich. And obviously you got to stack up your MF. This character really doesn't have much. But I didn't really care about that initially. Well, I still don't, really. I was more hunting for socketables and runes this whole ladder. But I think I'm going to hit up some MF early on for this upcoming ladder because, of course, initially at least, it's a race to the good items. And they're very valuable for the first several weeks. Like the uniques, Arachnid Mesh, Shaco, like I said, the Dimensional Shard, as well as Griffins and all sorts of stuff, man. Even Viper Mage is worth a lot when the ladder resets for quite some time. And then another place you can go is the Lost City Ancient Tunnels. It's just somewhere around in here. And you find that, and it's similar to the Mausoleum. Probably a bit more difficult. You know, the monsters are a bit more of a biatch here. But you can get rich quick, man. So you can start making your MF games and hit up the Mausoleum in the same game and then do the Ancient Tunnels and then kill Andariel. Murder, what's his name? Mephisto. You can do the Pindleskin, Shank, and maybe a few other. Shank's going to be a bitch because everyone's surrounding him as cold immune. But it's still doable. You can teleport on them and have your merc beat the hell out of them. If your merc has a decent weapon. But yeah, the ancient tunnels are just somewhere around here. Shit. Here they are. Yeah, so just go into the ancient tunnels and it's another 85 area. And you can find some good shit here, man. Got a unique greatsword. Oh man, this is going to rock when the ladder resets. Like I said, it's rewarding when you start over. It's a breath of fresh air, you know? And everyone's doing it at that time as well, which is fun. The fact that you're all pretty much broke, and there's a hell of a lot more people on as well when the ladder resets. So this is probably going to be a big one. In fact, this might be like the biggest ladder reset in a long time for Diablo 2 because a lot of people are getting back on it. You know, in terms of the people on it who are playing. So it ain't nothing like playing Battle.net Diablo 2. I don't do much single player at all. Haven't in a long time. But it's nice playing on here. You get the social aspect, you know. You can all shit talk during battle runs and have a good time. Just talk about whatevs, and obviously you can trade. But as you can see, like none of these guys are cold immune. Ooh, a little small charm. Let's see what that is. But those are just some basic pointers on making a cold sorc, you know, for ladder reset. So let me know in the comments section below your thoughts on my words on this freaking sorceress build. And what the hell are you going to make when the ladder resets? And what will your strategy be? Let me know in the comment section below and like this damn video. I'm the Iceman. Peace be with you.